unsolicited.
Sunday night?
You're buddy.
I gave you some information on the monopole tower lease. I promised to have it here at this meeting. That did not work out. Telecom wants us to wait until January because they're finalizing the agreement with ATC. So it's not here tonight, and we're hold on to the check we got because the attorney advised us not to cash it until we know more about this agreement. The city's having their employee luncheon tomorrow, Wednesday, from 11 to 1. The council's invited to attend that. And then I gave you the city holiday schedule. We will be off on Friday the 23rd and Monday the 26th, but we will still run garbage on those days since holidays are actually on the weekend. And same thing on New Year's Day, but the city will be closed on January 2nd. Now here's the big thing I got that's not in here, is I have to file notice of the deadline to file for a place on the ballot. And when I put the office hours down, I put the office hours we have now down. I know y'all want to look at it again in January, but if I put those times down, they have to stay that way until February 17th. Because that's notice to the candidates running. So I know you wanted this to bring back in January. Wondering if y'all could postpone that till after February 17th.
I don't see why not.
Okay. Well, that's what we're gonna do.
Do you need a motion on that? Or just...
Tell him to do it.
Okay.
I'm fine with that if she's fine with it.
You're good?
Fine.
Okay. What else?
I don't think I ought to say anymore. We're doing very well tonight. I will answer any questions that y'all may have about what took place this morning, if you hadn't gotten it already in the news.
Other than my electricity, my GFI plug don't work at my house, so that it works, but was there actually a tornado in Sampson Park or not?
Yes and no. I always defer to the National Weather Service because they're the ones that do the investigation, much like our police department. So that's running there. I can tell you that we did not have a tornado in our city. The other place where it came up was it hit the base. Don't know exactly where. The base doesn't like to speak about things openly until they get through with their investigation. And that's currently doing that. Where the tornado did touch down was at Marion Sampson's Park. That's where most of the stuff was torn up, trees ripped up and all that, and then supposedly it went on over into Sampson Park and did some light damage. That hadn't been proven yet. Talked for 3 to 4 hours today to the National Weather Service, provided them with all kinds of paperwork and things that we always have to do anytime that comes about.
I know Mascala's roof got
That's
pretty much damaged.
Who
They were
there's
fixing
no
it.
damage? We saw
Mascala's
this line in the air.
Mexican restaurant right there in front of 8.
Oh.
Damaged. They're already redoing their roof.
Well, that's something that doesn't matter to us, but it does to them, and they'll find it.
My mother was in the house with my race car helmet on.
I grabbed a handful of money, got dressed with my keys in my pocket, and put my helmet on. Like at the base, evidently, there was a number of transformers blew out at the base, he said it looked like 4th of July there for a minute. They were just popping everywhere.
Well, I probably shouldn't say this in front of Mr. Myrick, but I have a picture from a person that was on the base, and there was clearly
There was.
large
It was on
area
Facebook.
over
As a
there.
matter of fact, they're the ones that posted
We
it.
have pictures of that too.
And your picture was taken from inspection?
My picture, the one that we were utilizing, came from 2 sources.
But inspiration laying up that on the block?
I don't know, I didn't talk to anybody from Inspiration Line.
But it has to come officially from the National Weather Service.
Yeah, because I'm connected in with them and stuff like that, and I don't wanna do it, because I was on the phone with 2 of them while the tornado was doing its thing, so we're very tight and together. So that was at 8:10 this morning. And then our sirens went off like they should. I'm glad that was activated. But then, once I get the all clear and I know exactly where the storm or multiple storms are, once we get out and away from that, I automatically want to get in touch with somebody and shut that thing down, because it's nerve-wracking to people. It can cause heart attacks. It may not bother some of us, but a lot of people get quite upset about it. We're very fortunate, because within a 24-hour period of time, we could have had that between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. That's a whole different thing, because you can't see it. This, you were able to see, except that there was so much rain, it was all rain wrapped. That's why that they're putting in there that there might have been multiple tornadoes.
We got almost 2 inches at our house in about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So, are you finding there was an issue getting it stopped today, or not?
No,
No, okay.
no. What I did, was call the police department
Yeah.
and said that, they'll take full responsibility, we need to shut that down. It's already out of the area. So in other words, everything that we do, that we've been working for the last 10, 12 years, it's still happening.
Shouldn't we gotten the red alert thing?
I did.
You did?
I did.
I know I did.
Both of them.
Maybe we're down there in bad country and it didn't. Well, it depends which one that you're with. Code red, I don't think.
I got
Code red.
Code red, but I thought, I used to get some every once in a while, but I didn't get anything.
Well, I didn't get code red either, because I really didn't need it, but I'd like to get it.
And then one of them specified at your Barbara location. Because I signed up with Code Red in Willow Park, Hudson Oaks. That way you get advance alert. And
That's right.
But one of them said at my Barbara, so I figured that was the River Oaks one.
Yeah, I don't have anything to do with that except to get with Blythe or Marvin and ask for something like a recommendation like the one before.
That is part of Code Red, you should get it.
Yep.
Okay.
Normally, Code Red is a little slow when you're dealing with.
I get some with a.
I mean, we got the change in the Christmas parade through Code Red.
Yes.
Me too.
Is Code Red tied to the National Weather Service, so as soon as the alert goes out, it kicks it out?
No. The reason why I say no is because when we were looking into it about 8 or 9 years ago, Fire Department of Lake Worth handled that, and they used to use Code Red. Their biggest complaint was that they didn't get their notices early enough. And that's one thing you've got to do, is you've got to get those notices out, as you well know. 30 seconds is 30 seconds.
And that's what I'm saying, and maybe that's something that we need to look at as a city going forward. There are mass alerting softwares out there that we can contract with and do this, that are tied directly to National Weather Service, and as soon as that tornado warning went out, it mass notified everybody.
Right.
I mean, it's instantaneous. As soon as it's put out, it's sent. It's as fast as you're gonna get a public notice out. I mean, obviously, emergency managers know what's happening before Weather Service puts out a tornado warning, if your sirens are tied in, and you're in the tetrahedron, it activates your sirens for you, right? It's automatic.
Right,
It's automatic.
like anywhere